Now it says recording.
Awesome. Hello.
Hi,
How are you, Dr. Coffelt?
I'm doing well. Beautiful day here in Monterey County.
That's good to hear. That's really good to hear. So, thank you so much for allowing me to interview you for my advocacy project that I have going on for my online courses at Arizona State. This interview, I'm just going to quickly cover. I'll give you a brief background of my advocacy topic. It's about mentorship and out of school time. The advocacy question that I'm asking for my particular plan is, what ways can various programs in the community and extracurricular activities support students' development and motivation to excel beyond the classroom and better their circumstances? And so I'm going to be interviewing you because you are the College and Career Action Team leader. Is that correct?
Yes, for the North Monterey County Community Alliance. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. So thank you again for participating in this interview regarding this advocacy for supporting students in their development through school and out of school programs. So today I will be asking you questions regarding the College and Career Action Team, and get to know the goals, the program design, and the ultimate outcomes that they have desired to set. So during this interview, I'll be asking you some insights about the advocacy plan I'm developing and what I can learn from your college and career program in order to better my plan. Sounds
Okay.
good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. So first and foremost, can you describe the College and Career Action Team's mission statement?
Okay, so we are part of a larger uh, collaborative, I should say, of agencies that work in the North Monterey County Community Alliance. That entity seeks to benefit and advance individuals from in all aspects of their life and their development from cradle to career. And our particular um, team is the college and career preparedness team. Um, we work specifically with the high school age and post high school age groups. Right now, we are wanting to establish some programs that help uh, high school students connect with uh, individuals in industries that are present in our Monterey County area that can provide them with livable wages. Um, we have as a mission statement to for our particular team is to assist students in building um, relationships with industry partners through um, job training, on-site job training opportunities in
Mhm.
those industries.
That's awesome. That is really great that you guys are able to offer those services. So what opportunities does this program provide for students? So describe a typical day in the shoes of a student in the college and career program.
Well, it's connected with the high school. So we're working with North Monterey County High School,
Mm-hmm.
and they have a program called Career Technical Education, where students can become involved in their schoolwork in one of six career pathways. It's not mandatory, it's an elective,
Okay.
but the six career pathways include computer technology, welding, and engineering. It includes culinary, it includes um, auto technology,
Mm-hmm.
um, nursing, and then there's public safety, such as uh, police and fire. So those are the six career pathways. They sign up for those courses, and what we've done is we've come alongside of the faculty members, and we are advocating for them in connecting with industry people who are working as leaders in those particular areas, trying to connect the students with the industry partner so that they can have job shadowing experiences or internships. So basically, when you ask what they do in a typical day, I mean, they're in their classroom where they're receiving training from teachers, but then the teachers are arranging for various job work-based, we call them work-based learning experiences, such as they're going to have industry partners come and be guest speakers. They're
Oh,
going to
wow.
go on field trips to those various industry locations. Then they're going to, if they're show signs of real interest, they're going to go and start job shadowing opportunities where they're going to be, more than just a field trip. They're going to actually spend the day or even several days with that industry leader, just kind of following them along and seeing what actually it's like being in that industry. And then from that, there can be actually full on apprenticeships where they would formally be tied into that company and have working experience in that industry. So those are the ways that the levels of involvement that the students have.
Wow, that's really awesome that they're able to have different fields that they can enter and get training and be on the job site.
Right.
A lot of them don't have that kind of experience and that have that kind of opportunity. So it's really awesome that you guys are able to provide that. So another question that I have for you. So how are you and the rest of the team able to keep students accountable? How do you guys help motivate them?
Well, the main thing is that it's part of their school curriculum. So they're accountable in that light with their teachers for assignments and completing assignments. We also ask them to give us feedback when they have the various events. So whenever they have a guest speaker or they go on a field trip or they have a job shadowing experience or an internship, the coalition, our college career team, is asking for the students to give us feedback about their experiences, which makes a sort of a level of accountability. The third thing that we're doing now is we're going to have next month in May, we're going to have a showcase, a symposium where the students are going to actually show off what they've learned in their training, various levels of training in their classroom or in the work-based learning experience. We're going to invite industry leaders and their parents and other community leaders to that event. And so there's sort of accountability there because they need to know, hey, I'm going to be showing off what I know. I better know. So
They
that
need to prepare for that. Yeah.
really helps with the accountability.
Well, that's a great way to motivate them. That's something that they probably are going to be proud of expressing, I'm sure.
Exactly. They're going to be
Really cool opportunity.
Here's what I've done. Here's what I've learned.
Yeah, that's awesome. So another question that I have for you is, have you seen students go beyond the resources the program provides? So do they take this motivation and they start seeking job opportunities? And are the students being positively impacted in their studies as a result of this program?
Yeah, well, so one of the exciting things that's happened is as the students have been connected with these job shadowing or internship opportunities, their placement in those workplaces has actually facilitated for them a job opportunity. So we have students, especially in health services and in the auto technology, who actually have already been invited to get jobs once they turn 18 after high school. Then they have a job waiting for them. So that really motivates them to take it to the next level. Other students in some of the other disciplines are looking at college and saying, what opportunities might be available to me in this area, and they're looking for educational support, and we're able to link them up with local institutions that provide that.
Awesome. Great to hear that. That's really great that they're starting to find job connections beyond school and they're able to begin even their careers in those various fields.
Exactly.
Communities that you guys have provided. So congratulations on that to you guys for supporting students in that regard.
We're very pleased with what's happening. And it's
Awesome.
we've only been doing this about 2 years.
Yeah.
It's just the tip of the iceberg. We really believe it's going to really
Yeah.
exponentially.
Yeah, that's really amazing. So what made you interested in developing and promoting this program at North Monterey County High School?
Well, I looked at our community, and we have some, economic challenges for many of the people in our community.
Yes.
And because of that, they're often employed in work experience that doesn't provide them with a livable wage.
Mm-hmm.
And yet we have these wonderful industries throughout our county that have jobs associated with them that can provide those livable wages. But they got to do two things. They have to be trained well, and they have to know the people. A lot of times getting a good job has as much to do with who you know as it does with what you know.
Yeah.
And so we try to get them connected to the who's that are doing these things in these industries where they can find livable wages. And once they make that connection, there's that invitation then to be hired in that particular field. And so that's really important. And I guess that motivates me a lot. I want the students that are graduating from our schools to have good educations, but also to have jobs, be on track for good jobs as they move forward into their future.
Okay. So to follow up, that you kind of answered this. I was going to ask why create a program specifically for students in Castroville, California, but you kind of recognize the economic difficulties of just not making enough money in the specific career fields that a lot of them have, a lot of students and people in the community have gone into. So creating more opportunities in regards to that. So what are some of your hopeful outcomes for this community as a whole as a result of this program and the careers that you're connecting the students to?
Yeah. So, of course, we want the students to be employed in gainful jobs that are going to provide them with excellent, incomes. It'll facilitate quality of life for them. But there are some other benefits that we hope to see from this, and one of them is just the partnerships between industry and education, so that you don't have everybody's not working in silos, separated from each other, but there's really a cooperative effort, because what we found is some of the industries are looking for good workers, qualified workers, and they're hiring outside of Monterey County. They're bringing people from out of state. They're bringing people from even other countries. And we're saying, you know what? We should be able to identify what those jobs are that are good jobs in your industry. And we can train people within our own context to fill those gaps for you. So that's one thing that they have to be a win-win. The industry partners win, the students win, and of course, as the students win, it adds a viability and a uplift to the whole economic status of our community. That can benefit in many ways, where people with good jobs, people with good wages are able then to maybe donate back into the community to assist with various community efforts in other areas. So that can be a benefit. And then just the natural camaraderie of people working together. It creates a sense of community that we're all in this together, and I think that's a big plus.
That's really great that you recognize the industries have been, in a sense, like outsourcing to other areas, and so why continue that cycle when you can benefit and grow the community that you're located in, and by providing the job opportunities to the students. I'm sorry, the dog is going crazy right now. She found a role, and so she's a little hyper. Sorry if there's extra noise, but that's great that you see the community as a whole being benefited through those strategies, and that's great that you guys are able to do that. So another question I have for you: are you considering expanding this program to more students at North Monterey County High School? What about possible expansions to other schools in the area?
So our intent is to expand into a seventh pathway at the high school next year, and that will be in the area of agricultural technology and science, because of course Monterey County is a huge industry in Monterey County is ag tech. Yeah. And so we want to expand into that area, and that will incorporate new students, just because of their interest will be in that field. We're using a recruitment process that begins actually in their middle school years to get them involved in consideration of the career technical education pathways. Again, not all teams are required to participate in some of this, so we're trying to encourage them to see that there's potential for good paying jobs as they would move forward through that entire program that's offered there. So, but we want to plant that seed in their hearts, when they're in middle school, so that when they get into high school, they're ready to go. And so that's some of the positivity that's helping us, expand. We also are wanting parents in the community to know more about what we're doing, because that will also spur students on, because if parents are saying, hey, you know what, we need to consider getting involved with this pathway or this elective, then that would probably motivate more students to get involved as well.
Yes, that's really something special that you all have. That you said that you're starting to work with middle school students so they can create a pathway of success as they enter high school, and they can carry that success throughout their whole education career that will set them up to be better when they're better off than what they would without the program. That I recognize that there is a need for students finding extracurricular activities, finding other programs to keep themselves involved in healthy manners, because there's a lot of risk factors in the community. As you said, there is low income wages, but in hand with that, there are gang affiliations, there's drug and alcohol abuse that really plagues the students of the community. So supporting students in that regard is really great. Have you guys considered the impacts of your guys' program in regards to the risk factors that take place in the community, such as the ones that I described?
Well, certainly when you get students involved in looking to their future in a positive way, a lot of that negative behavior starts to melt away. One thing we have talked to the students about is the importance of keeping a clean record. In all the industries, you don't want to have a lot of baggage from criminal activity, abuse, substance abuse, that kind of thing. So we speak to them about the importance of having a clean approach to how they do life, so
Yeah.
that they're set up to work in law enforcement or in medical field or in some of these other industries that are really going to hold them accountable for what they did, in early parts of their life.
Yeah.
So, we want to discourage the negatives and encourage the positives, and this does provide a way to motivate to act in positive ways.
All right. That's really great that you guys take that into consideration. So for my innovation, I have created a plan to work with the local high school, which is North Monterey County, and as well as your program and the recreation center. My goal is to work with students that are at risk, in helping direct them to programs such as the one that you guys have created, volunteer opportunities and classes through the rec center, and then just overall support with the guidance school counselors and the various programs located at North County High School. So is there any advice you could offer me at this time in regards to that innovation, or how we could partner in the future to continue the support of these students who are at risk?
Well, sure. The things that come to my mind, a lot of times it has to do with being able to connect with the right people, uh,
Mm.
the right leadership of those institutions and entities, like the leadership of the rec center or the leadership in the high school, and developing a rapport and relationship with them. That's very important. Um, they're going to first want to know about who you are before they want to know a lot about your program.
Yeah.
They'll be like, yeah, well, that's a good program. We have a lot of programs, but who are you as a person?
Yeah.
Also, will be more inclined to partner with you as they see that you have a positive track record of influence in the
Hmm.
community, and that inclines them to say, oh, you know what, this is a person who's already done it. They're already working hard, and they've got some investment that we can take into account and welcome into our environment. Of
Yeah.
course, students, working with students, it's about relationships also, and having a ability to have a positive rapport with the young adults, so that
Hmm.
you're encouraging them
Yeah.
to get involved in something that's good for them. They're going to say, you know what, because Michaela says this, I'm really going to take it seriously. And that
Yeah.
comes with relationship. So,
Yeah.
it's a lot about relationships.
Developing relationships in
Yeah.
both areas with the students and with more of the programs that currently exist in the community to build support, right?
And with families, of course, too.
Yes. Yes. That's really great advice, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I think that was my last question for you. So I appreciate your time, Dr. Coffelt, and look forward to working with you and communicating with you throughout the rest of my innovation.
I'll be glad to do that, and we'll look forward to what transpires in the future.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.